What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Pulse Metrics channel. Today we are going to be tier ranking NFL teams' placement in their division. I'll be doing a full video on the full predictions, like seed numbers in the playoffs, but this is just going to be my division predictions. So I'll have one tier for first place teams, another one for second, third, and fourth. Now, quick disclaimer before we get started. If you disagree, please leave a comment below saying what I did wrong, what I should change, or what you think. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so basically how we will be doing this is we will be going from division to division. Like, we'll start with the AFC East, then we'll go to the NFC East, NFC West, AFC West, it's a whole cycle. Starting with the AFC East with the Miami Dolphins. I mean, they didn't really do much this offseason. However, they were able to keep their team consistent. Like, they didn't lose anyone. They also didn't really gain anyone. But, there's not much to say about the Dolphins. They're a great team. Made it pretty far. Barely lost to the Bills for that #1 spot. So, yeah, first place, the Bills all day. The Dolphins all day, every day. Alright, coming up next, we have the New York Jets. The New York Jets coming in second place. I mean, cool, great. Last year, their quarterback situation was insanely bad. But, you have Aaron Rodgers coming back from the, torn... I forget his injury, but you have Aaron Rodgers coming back. They were able to keep their defense consistent. Sauce Gardner is going to come back from injury. Their offense, however, needs some work. However, I do hear rumors a lot that the Jets may get Tyron Smith, so that's going to help out their offensive line a lot. The Jets, however, they're just going to be better than these next two teams coming up next. And then coming up next, in third place, we have the Buffalo Bills. I mean, come on. Like, they lost basically their whole defense. All for what? Just to make room for Deion Dawkins? Nah, man. Bills, you really start to question nowadays, is Josh Allen the right guy for the job? Because, he's been consistent, but their whole team, besides that, has been letting him down. They lost Gabe Davis, too? No. The Bills are going to be in third place. Honestly, I think they might miss the playoffs. Last year, Josh Allen showed a lot of holes. Overall, the Bills showed a lot of holes. Now they lose most of their defense. Nah, that's not going to lie. The Bills definitely in third place. And then, obviously, coming in at fourth place, you have the New England Patriots. I mean, come on, Patriots have always been bad. Losing Bill Belichick is really only going to hurt them more. Getting rid of Mac Jones is a gain or a loss. I have no idea. Mac Jones is by far one of the worst quarterbacks I've ever seen. Patriots, always been a bad team ever since Tom Brady lost. Quarterback situation is a little shabby. So, yeah, Mac Jones leaving is, honestly, in my opinion, is going to help them. You do got to wonder, though, who will be their quarterback. Alright, moving on to the NFC East now. I guess we'll start with fourth place just to get it out of the way. You know what, we're going to do the Giants at fourth place. Terrible offseason, terrible everything. The Giants are overall going to be terrible this year. Getting Brian Burns won't do squat. The Giants, it just makes me sick. The Giants losing Saquon Barkley really only hurts their offense. They have no receivers at all. They have no good quarterback. Overall, just have no good offense at all. So, yeah, the Giants definitely fourth place compared to these three teams. Alright, coming in at third place, call me crazy, but I'm going with the Dallas Cowboys. Losing Tony Pollard, they have no running back now. Losing Tyron Smith, losing Leighton Vander Esch, who just retired. The Cowboys are going to be absolutely terrible this year. I mean, obviously, you still got Dak and CeeDee Lamb, but, Cowboys losing a lot of players and not really having any care or interest to go out for a running back. That's That's not what gets you wins. What does get you wins is leaving cap room and just overall having some care in the offseason, getting some good players. So, yeah, the Deuce Vaughn, no way. Cowboys, third place, not going to make the playoffs. It's just not going to this year. And then, honestly, coming in at second place for the NFC East, I think it's the Commanders. Great offseason so far. Getting Bobby Wagner, getting Austin Eckler, getting a replacement for Sam Howell, Marcus Mariota. I mean, it's cool. I guess I don't know, but yeah, Commanders great offseason so far. Honestly, I think they have a lot of potential. I mean, I hate the Commanders. I really do. But I think they have a lot of potential to be a really good team, a second place team this year. And then obviously coming in at first place, we have the team who I think has had the best offseason so far. You have the Philadelphia Eagles. Honestly, there's really no question. Signing Saquon Barkley, getting back Josh Sweat, getting back C.J. Gardner-Johnson, signing Bryce Huff. That is really going to help their very weak defense this year. Cut a lot of their players that were only hurting the team, like Kevin Byard. Obviously, losing Jason Kelsey and Fletcher Cox is going to hurt, but at the defensive tackle position, you got Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter, two great Georgia defensive tackles who I think are really going to make an impact on this defensive line this year. Cam Jurgens, not really sure how I feel about him moving to center. But, we're just going to have to deal with it. Jason Kelsey is going to hurt for a super long time. But, we'll have to move on and see how it goes. Eagles, first place. These are your two East divisions. And, yeah, we're going to move on to the AFC West now. Alright, starting with the AFC West. We have, obviously, we'll just get it out of the way first. We have the Kansas City Chiefs coming in at first place. Really nothing else to say. Record-breaking deal with Chris Jones. Really, there's no other competition in that division besides the Chiefs, the reigning, defending Super Bowl champions. It's really going to be hard to even come close to first place as long as Mahomes is in that division. And then coming in next at second place, we have, to my surprise, the Las Vegas Raiders. They signed Gardner Minshew, and to my surprise, he actually did a decent job in Indianapolis. Gardner Minshew, I'm predicting that he's going to be the starter. I don't think they're going to go with Aiden O'Connell at all. Obviously, signing Christian Wilkins, losing Josh Jacobs is going to hurt them. Zamir White's really going to have to step up a little bit. But Christian Wilkins, the addition of that is really going to help. Devontae Adams had a little bit of a shabby year last year. But I really think that the Raiders are going to make a bounce back, making the offseason moves that they made. And then coming in at third place, we have the Los Angeles Chargers. This division is really the same every year. It's just going to be either the Raiders or Chargers competing for the division, and then you have, the Broncos coming in at fourth place. I have no idea what the Broncos quarterback situation is. I do know the Chargers. Justin Herbert will be back. That is good. Easton Stick, terrible. Awful. Losing both Keenan Allen to the Bears and Mike Williams. Terrible. Joshua Palmer, man, get out of here. Broncos, get out of here. Losing Russell Wilson's really going to help them, but now you do got to wonder, who will their quarterback be? I don't know. Alright, up next, we have the NFC West, starting with the Arizona Cardinals at fourth place. Cardinals losing Hollywood Brown to the Chiefs. The Chiefs actually finally have a receiver who can catch the ball, so they're probably saying, thank you for that, Cardinals. Go screw yourself. Cardinals, terrible. I don't know why the Eagles lost to them last year. That game made me sick. The Cardinals, pretty bad of a team. They're not really all that good of a football team, in my opinion. They didn't really do anything this offseason. They're about to lose Buda Baker. So yeah, Cardinals 4th place, no doubt about that. All right, next up at 3rd place we have the Seattle Seahawks, losing some key players like Bobby Wagner, quarterback Geno Smith's only getting older, and he's getting worse by the years. Seattle Seahawks, their whole team, DK Metcalf, like their whole team's not gonna stay young forever. The defense, it's just okay. They have a really good secondary. However, their defensive line is just okay. By far one of the most mid teams I've ever seen. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs this year. But, like I said, let me know what you guys think. Alright, and then coming in at 2nd place, we have the Los Angeles Rams. Aaron Donald, their heart and soul of their defense, has retired. However, they do have some key aspects of their defense. The secondary, their defensive line is still pretty solid. But, you guys know who's coming in at 1st place. 49ers. These two teams really battling it out for the division. I still have faith in Matthew Stafford. I don't have faith in Sock Dirty. But, the 49ers defense and offense still pretty solid. George Kittle, Trent Williams, Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk. And then obviously in their defense, you have Dre Greenlaw, Charvarius Ward, Nick Bosa. So yeah, we'll have to see. This by far the most complicated division out of 1st and 2nd place I've ever had to decide by far. Alright, moving on to the North divisions. Starting with the AFC, putting the Bengals. Getting Joe Burrow back, really, really going to help them. Franchise tagging T. Higgins. Trey Hendrickson really stepped it up last year. The Bengals overall, really, really, really solid team. One of my picks to win the Super Bowl in, the next 10 years. Actually, my pick for the Super Bowl, Eagles and Bengals. Because that's a Super Bowl that people have been waiting for a super long time. Bills, very solid team, definitely 1st place. Alright, next up, 2nd place, we have the Baltimore Ravens. I don't know when the Ravens are gonna learn. They're not winning the Super Bowl anytime soon. If it hasn't happened last year, then I don't think it's ever gonna happen. Ravens, getting Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, best quarterback and running back duo in the entire league. I just don't really think that they're going to go all the way, They've been choking a lot. I just don't really know if Lamar Jackson is the guy. Maybe it's someone else. I have no idea. Ravens, however, still have a solid team, but I just don't really know what's going to happen from there because like I said, if it hasn't happened now, I don't think it's gonna. Alright, and coming in 3rd place, we have the Cleveland Browns, and then 4th place, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers. By far the most clogged division in the entire NFL. I have no idea. I think all of these teams are making the playoffs, if I'm being completely honest. But, every team in here is so talented. Deshaun Watson's going to be back. Obviously, you have two okay quarterbacks. Me personally, I would go with Justin Fields, not Russell Wilson. This whole division, really great. Steelers, obviously one of the best defenses in the entire league. Browns, a team that nobody expected to make the playoffs last year. They made it. So, yep, AFC West, this is the picture for it. And, yeah, moving on to the NFC South. Alright, now moving on to the NFC North, we have, at 1st place, the Detroit Lions. Really, really, really great Cinderella story last year. The Lions, nobody expected them to make it that far with the really nice young team that they have. But, I'm going to get this division out of the way because the North division's by far the most clogged divisions in the entire league. You have the Bears, who are getting the number 1 pick. Obviously, they made that abundantly clear that they're going to draft Caleb Williams, considering that they got rid of Justin Fields. Caleb Williams, obviously them getting Keenan Allen too, DeAndre Swift. That's going to be really insane for them. But, next up you got these two teams. Vikings getting Justin Jefferson back, best wide receiver in the league, not even close. But losing Kirk Cousins, Josh Dobbs, no, I can't do Josh Dobbs. But Packers, hey, nice young team. I think all three of these teams are gonna make it to the playoffs. This team, no. But hey, really nice young NFC North. Both of these, by far, clogged divisions. It was really hard to decide because you have so many aspects of this division. You have a team who nobody expected to be made to be that far in the playoffs, like the Packers and the Lions. You have a nice young up and coming team that has a high draft pick. You have the Bears, and then you have a team who's had success in the past, but it was a big disappointment. You have the Vikings and Ravens. There's just multiple aspects that go into the North divisions, and so for those reasons, it was really hard to put these where they are right now. And so yeah. Alrighty, moving on to the AFC South, and this division is just so predictable. Just kidding, by far the most. No, not even there. What is going on? Oh, there we go. By far the most predictable division in the entire NFL. The Buccaneers, not the Buccaneers. The Texans, you have C.J. Stroud, one of the best rookie quarterbacks we have ever seen. Jacksonville Jaguars, really struggling. Colts, Titans, they exist. Overall, the South Division is going to, spell it out. It's probably going to be here, 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 here. Yeah, these two divisions really make me mad. You got the Texans in first, Jags, Colts, and Titans, and you got the Bucks, Falcons, Saints, and then the Panthers. Texans really are the only team in that entire division that I think can contend for the Super Bowl. But Buccaneers, maybe. I don't know. It's kind of 50-50. Falcons getting Kirk Cousins, sure. That's cool. Darnell Mooney, no. Maybe Drake London's definitely going to be their number one wide receiver. Bijan Robinson. Actually, now that they fired their coach, it's kind of really going to help them a lot. Not being stupid with Bijan Robinson, using him right. And then these next four teams, they're just terrible. I mean, they really only are there just to take up space in the entire NFL. These guys, re-signed Michael Pittman. That's cool. That needed to happen. These guys getting Tony Pollard for Derrick Henry. Get out of here. Panthers getting rid of basically their every good player. Saints, just being the Saints. They're just okay, cool. Alright guys, that is going to wrap it up for this video. Please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I put a lot of work into this video. Thank you guys, by the way, for 40 subscribers. I know that's not really a lot, but hey, every accomplishment counts. Yeah, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. We just overcome another obstacle on our road to 100 subscribers. I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.